Hi everyone, it's Shardai here, and I am coming to you with another video. So today's topic is going to be about natural hair. I'm going to be talking about the changes that will be happening, or honestly, the changes that happened to me while I was going through the journey and the things that I noticed that I definitely want to share with you guys. So something that I see a lot of on here is a conversation about hair types. I'm big on that too, and I honestly believe to get success with your natural hair, you want to find someone who has a similar hair texture as you. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about hair types. My hair type is a 4C. I definitely see online that, especially the girls who go on and claim to have 4C hair, and I'm not necessarily saying that I think they all do, but I see a lot of people, and I was one of those people too, that when I would watch their videos, I'd be like, I know my hair, or like 4C is supposed to be the kinkiest hair, and I'm looking at her hair, but it's not as kinky as mine. So the reason why I did this video with the side by side is because it will show you the first time I ever did a wash and go compared to the last time now when I do wash and goes. Completely different, right? It doesn't mean my hair texture has changed, right? All it means is that it's not even necessarily that it's being manipulated in a different way. It's just that the way it looks is different, right? So in my first picture that I have up, my hair was dry. So it was just not properly moisturized, and you can have 4C hair and you will think, oh my God, my hair is so kinky. Oh my God, these girls are lying online. But the truth of the matter is their hair is just in a different state than yours. Their hair is typically more moisturized. These are supposed to be girls. I know with me, I spend a lot of time on my hair. The more time you spend doing something, the more knowledgeable you're going to be at it and the better shape that it's going to be in. So that's what's happening. When I was watching those videos and I was seeing girls with 4C hair, I was saying to myself, something's not adding up here because this is supposed to be the kinkiest texture, but her hair doesn't look like mine. My hair wouldn't come out that way. But it's not that you guys don't have the same texture. All it is that her hair is in a different state than yours. Her hair is in probably a healthier state, probably a more moisturized state. So that's why their hair looks different than when we do it, or when I was doing it before. Not saying I have it down at all, right? I'm not a guru. I would not claim to be a guru. I'm just someone who has been on this journey for a very long time. I might be coming up on 10 years, but I've honestly been doing this back and forth thing for a while because I went natural when I was in college, and then I went back to a perm, which I never would have done had I really known how much damage it was doing, to eventually come back out of a perm right after college. So I graduated in 2009, so I'm 10 years in of like really trying to do natural hair. And it's not even that when I first started, I wasn't even really knowing what I was doing. I thought I was being natural, but I wasn't. I was putting all types of heat on my hair all the time. And you'll see my journey. If you go back, I'll have it all linked below. You can see it in pictures, the journey that I went through. And it'll definitely show you that I've been making mistakes, still am, all along the way, right? So when it comes to hair texture, right, if you are someone who has a kinkier hair texture and you're going online and you found someone and you feel like they have your texture of hair, that's the first thing that's the first advice I give. I love watching all types of hair videos. That's great. But I know what worked for me was finding girls with my hair texture. I adapted their regimen as my own, and that's what worked for me. And then even friends that I have, I talk about our hair regimens and we share tips, and we found that if we have a similar hair texture, we found success with what each other is doing. So I definitely suggest that if you are trying to get success, it is best to try to find someone online who does have a similar hair texture as your own. Like I mentioned, don't be discouraged if you always feel like even the girls who have your hair texture, their hair looks different when it's wet or looks different in a wash and go, because that's just typically because they've invested more time in their hair and the state of their hair is just different, but it could still be the same texture. So with that first picture, my hair was dry. It's the first time I had ever did a wash and go. It was in the middle of me still kind of using a lot of heat, and it just didn't come out great. And I remember thinking, because I kind of got inspired by the Anthony Dickey video to really start moisturizing my hair more and trying wash and goes. And I was like, my hair didn't look like that wash and go that he did with the girl with the supposedly kinky texture, or I don't know if she was 4C, but they definitely had in there that it was a kinky texture. And I'm like, it doesn't look like that. So I'm like, I just don't think my hair is gonna look like that. I don't know. I didn't know what was going on. So I went away from it, and I would say I probably didn't go back. Oh man, I feel like it's been a year, a little over a year now, because it's fall. Last summer was the first time I tried to revisit doing wash and goes. And I will tell you, it was a world of difference. A world of difference, as you can see in the picture. Now, that's my go-to. Like, especially if I'm gonna be traveling in the summertime, I'm not gonna wear, like, if I want to wear a different style, I will. But at the end of the day, I can wear my own natural hair. When I go out of town, I can use wash and goes and be absolutely fine with the way that it comes out, which I would have never thought that had I based it off of the results I got the first time. So I'm telling you, please stay diligent. Please stay consistent. Don't give up. Just because your hair isn't looking like somebody else's that claims to have the same texture as you online, that doesn't mean that you cannot achieve that style. You just have to give it time, continue to work on your hair, continue to improve the state of your hair, and eventually you will see the results. Eventually it will start to change and you will be shocked at what would happen to your hair and what will happen to your hair. So my hair was shinier, my hair was retaining moisture better. It was, and honestly, it had grown, so it laid different. I mean, it's night and day. You can see in the pictures, for sure. And if you guys want me to do like a curly hair revolution video, let me know in the comments below. And I'll try to find like all the videos I have of like my natural hair, like the kinky curly hair, and how it changed over my journey. But that's just gonna show you like a contrast of like what it used to be the first time I ever tried the style compared to what it was when I do it more recently. Again, if you guys have any questions or any tips that you can give me, because like I said, I'm still going through this process as well myself, please put them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. I'd love to hear different things that you guys would like to see. I'm always looking for different content that I can put out for you. And I hope you guys have a great day. I wanted to thank you so much for watching. Peace, love, and blessings.